Yo, welcome Thursday, low impact cardio. We're going to start by marching in place just so that you can get your position. So we're going to begin our feet about hip width apart. Right away, we're going into some side taps. All right, so we're going to open out wide through the hip, touching toes, outside floor. Straighten the leg. From that front position, your knees are facing forward. All right. Now we're gonna start by crossing the arm, reach toward the opposite direction. So start here. All right, and in order to get that bigger motion, let's try to circle it around. So big, whoop, there you go, circle. And if the arm motion feels too long, you can do the same thing, but more of a hook. So elbow bent, perhaps. All right, go ahead and continue tapping. So we're gonna continue with that non-stop theme. It's gonna be like 20 minutes of straight walking, but we're gonna step in place. All right, so we're staying with that side-to-side tap. Now we're gonna try overhead reach. So think about lengthening one side from your hands to your foot. So you might even be able to get low by bending your standing knee. All right, just keep your leg facing forward as you do. Reach. There you go. Good. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to a walk in place. Next up, Deborah happened to mention leg curls. So we're going to begin there. So feet hip width apart. Kick the heels up behind you. Think of a half circle motion up to your glutes. Okay, so up toward your glutes. They might get close to touching, they might not. All right, but that's where we want to aim. For those of you, I know this is low impact, but if you can handle it, you can also turn this into a jog. So just focus on that lower leg motion. So this is the higher impact option, or you can simply keep it low impact. All right, from here, now if we can lift our arms up over our head, we're gonna pull our elbows down toward our ribs, all right? So we can try to do that with each kick up. So reach, so it's a strong pull down. Breathe out with it. There you go. All right, before we get into our knee ups, we're just going to do a dynamic stretch. So bringing the knee up toward your abdomen. So kind of grabbing the front of your shin and give it a light pull. All right, now let's turn that into an active knee raise. A legit chance to adjust the headset. So soft landing down on your foot. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna take our arms, bring it up and over. Think about to the outside of your leg, up and over. So it's a reach and a pull down to one side. Already feeling the breathing rate up. Good, there you go. Up and over, come on. That's it, looking good. All right, and let's immediately just take it back to that low impact leg curl. And then we're gonna walk our feet out wide as we continue to kick the heels up behind us. All right, now from here, we're returning to that knee lift. This time, it's a diagonal, so up toward the other side. All right, we're gonna take our arms out, elbows out, elbows bent, and it's a diagonal motion down toward your knee. There we go. Breathe out with it. There you go. Boom. Keep going. So now that you have the rhythm, keep it moving. A few more seconds, and then we'll get that first sip of water. All right, go ahead and walk it. Guess what? We're about at the 5-minute point. Go ahead and get some water. Good to see everyone. All right, when you're ready, come back, walk in place. I'm gonna angle myself slightly over this way, because what we're gonna do next, tap the heel in front of you, and then you're bending your knee down slightly. Like this really brutal move called the pistol squat, where you're squatting down with one leg. All right, so we're still tapping our heel to the front, double arm push or punch. So I would like you to pull your elbows out wide, just below shoulder height, as you squeeze your shoulders back. And then as you punch forward, I also would like you to stretch your shoulder blades forward. So really reach through the shoulder blades, good. Boom. All right, breath comes out with it. Single squat down. All right, shake it out, walk it out, maybe even hit some shoulder rolls as you keep your elbows relaxed. Hands are loose. I'm gonna stay at this slight angle, and we're gonna move to the front just a little bit because we're gonna do some tap back. So really extend through the hips. So notice that big long motion from the top of your leg. And we're gonna keep our low back strong. So pretty close to upright, if anything. Imagine you're looking at a clock and it's like that 11 position. So just a little forward, not a lot. All right, now that you have the hang of that, let's start with thumbs up, shoulder width, front raise. So keep that low back strong. All right, if you're comfortable with the front raise and you're getting that big long motion to the back, let's just try to bring it slightly incline above eye level if you can. Basically go as high as your range of motion will allow. There you go. Good, good, good. All right, everyone. Bring it back to a walk. Our active recovery. Keep it loose. We're gonna need this because we're gonna get a little deeper down to the floor in just a little bit. Keep them arms and legs. Okay, so it's an alternating step back lunge. So here's my angle. Feet are hip width, both are facing to the front. Long step back, and you wanna find that position where your back knee bends down toward the floor, but you stay hovering above. So your knee doesn't touch all the way down, just enough to where your front knee, back up a little bit, so your front leg, your hip is almost coming down toward knee height, so just shy of that, and let's stay upright. From here, we're gonna bend our elbows, squeeze front of the arm to lift your fists up to the front of your shoulders, good. Squeeze, woo! It's heating up. There you go, squeeze it. Ooh, yeah, feeling it through the glute. Front leg here. Let's go, squeeze. Keep going. All right, everyone, about 5 more seconds. You got this. Ooh, squeeze. And you gotta finish on the other side. Shake it out, walk it out. Good job with that. Looking forward to stretch and flow later. Okay, next up, we're stepping side to side. Feet are still facing forward, knees are forward. That way we emphasize that outward hip motion, moving our entire leg. All right, start with your knees or your elbows bent about 90 degrees. Wait, let's see if we can find the rhythm here. Open out, there we go. Lift the elbows out as you step out. If you're comfortable with it, go even wider. Maybe even just longer than your actual leg length. So almost like a hop. All right, now if you're able to straighten the arms, longer lever, more resistance, good. Good, woo, feeling those shoulders burning. All right, before we take a break, walk the feet together, circle the arms forward with your thumbs forward, and circle back just to get that final burn. I know you're feeling it. All right, shake it out, get some water. I also invite you to do this arm cross shoulder stretch, and we will still have time for water. I need to sit too. All right, thumb is up, arm crossed. Woo! right, when you're ready to come back, hip width apart, knees up. And arms, just like we did previously, up and over. So we're not straightening all the way up, slight bend at the elbow, but we're really emphasizing that up and over motion. Good. And then your feet are just a comfortable width apart, not super wide, not really narrow, just about hip, shoulder width. Good, up and over, good. Really feeling the arms working here. Up, over. Let's go. Breathe out with it. All right, walk it together. And right away, we're moving forward for our back taps. Now on this one, I would like you to lean your torso forward a bit. Think about, so the angle that your leg is at back there, try to create that same angle with your torso. Keep your back muscles strong. From here, we're gonna lift our elbows toward our ribs, and then triceps extension, both arms, extend to the back. All right, so our wrists stay neutral, and we're gonna squeeze our arm all the way straight. So I want you to straighten all the way at the elbow so you feel that squeeze. It's all about the squeeze, let's go. So tighten, back of the arms, good, squeeze it. Boom. Yes, yes. Lengthen your spine. And return into a march. Good job with that. I have to do some neck stretches later. Okay, keep it loose. Walk it in place. You can also do a light jog in place by still keeping it low impact. Okay, so we're gonna spread our feet out wide. Come into that wide stance, leg curl, hamstring curl. All right, so kicking your heels up toward your glute. All right, from here, we're crossing the arms in front, forming an X, just below shoulder height. Lower if you're more comfortable with that. And then as we kick the heel up back there, pull our elbows to the back. Here's a different angle. See how we're trying to even almost get our elbows behind us. And then we're crossing in front to get that extra range of motion and also that pec contraction as we cross over. So just alternate over and under. Good. Woo! I like this. Good. Torso, arms, legs. There you go. All right, so you're still with me. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. All right, walk it. And then I'm gonna turn to the side for this next one. So we're gonna have more of that fast walking pace between a walk and a jog. And then I want you to bend your knees slightly. Take it forward, take it back. So maybe 4 steps forward, something like that. And back. And notice we're bending the knees slightly, getting low. That'll increase your speed, staying lower to the ground. Working the legs, keeping the knees bent. Okay, cover as much space as you have, forward and back. All right, back to our march. And we're gonna return to that back tap. Now on this one, we're gonna keep that forward lean so your torso is facing to the floor. And then we're gonna do a reverse fly. So arms are straight, and then we're aiming to get our elbows up toward shoulder height as we continue to look down toward the floor. So face and chest are facing the floor in front of you to keep that spinal alignment. And remember, low back strong. Woo! I'm feeling the breath coming up. Woo! All right, we are down to our last 5 minutes. Some more water. Woo! All right, you haven't gone anywhere, so I take it you're ready for our final 5. Here we go. Okay, when you're ready to come back, step it side to side. Okay, now we're gonna kind of continue the step it side to side, but move over to one side. So basically you're here, and then we're gonna bend our knees slightly, take 2 steps, and make it quick steps. 1, 2, shuffle, shuffle. Good, there you go. All right, so just get used to this rhythm here. And we're kind of sitting down semi-low. It's like you're starting a squat, basically starting with that knee bend, hips down. All right, continue the shuffle. Next level up. Bend the knee down slightly, almost like you're getting into a lunge. With that inside leg, step, step, here, step, step. All right, so once you have that rhythm, now we can try lifting the back leg, and then it returns directly into the shuffle. And then the more you're able to bend the knee down, of course, the more you're gonna feel it squeeze through the glute. Good. Sometimes it's about making the exercises more challenging. You get a better result. So remember, back is strong. Spine is aligned. Head is neutral as you reach down. Ooh, that's about it for that. Step it side to side. Come upright once again. Woo. Keep it loose. All right. Walk it back together. Okay, so this time we're starting with knee up, tap down, lunge back, bring it together. Other leg, knee up, tap it down, lunge back. So we'll repeat that sequence, alternating legs. So your one leg does 2 things, up, tap, and then back down. So feel free to keep the tap, which is kind of like your reset. If you're ready to take it up, start with the knee and then go directly into the back lunge and then reset. So it's 1 and 2. Good, notice how we're moving slower. So take your time. Some big motions here, up. Good, and I got a little wobbly on that last one, so we're gonna try to keep spine symmetrical, torso upright. Try not to lean too much side to side. All right, continue. I'm gonna face you this time. Knee up, step it back, lunge. If it's too much of a balance challenge to go directly into the lunge from that knee up, you can bring back the tap in the middle, like that reset, boom, here. All right, let's go up, step it back, lunge. Bring it together, you're working it. Woo! Up, step back, lunge. Nice job with that. Walk it out. Bring it over to one side. You know we have shuffles coming up next, but slight variation on this. It's gonna be a slower pace, but we're gonna sit down a little deeper. So you're sitting down with your hips as you bend your knees, like a quarter squat position. And then from here, step as wide as you can, but stay as low as you can. And I'm gonna turn to the side for a bit to show you that. Instead of kind of rounding my back down, just keeping that slight extension, slight arch. It's gonna feel like you're sticking your butt back, which you are. Good. There you go. The slight spine extension, hips down and back, knees are bent. Step as wide as you can. Oh my gosh, this workout's going fast. We have less than 30 seconds, but we're gonna finish off this move and come into the dynamic stretch. So what we're gonna do is kick the heel up like a figure 4, but we're gonna keep that motion. All right, so think about sliding your heel up the leg. Woo, kind of bring the heart rate down a bit. Thank you everyone for joining Low Impact Cardio today. Hope to see you next time. Have a good weekend. Bye. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Claire. So happy to see you. Bye, Deborah. Oh, bye, Xiaowei. Xie xie. Thanks, Susie. Good workout. Have a good weekend.